Hey guys, LastStopReviews here, just doing a quick little review over the Speck SeeThru Satin for the MacBook 13-inch aluminum enclosure. I got this a couple months ago and I take it on and off on occasion. When I first got this, I heard I've read a lot of people saying that it will scratch the MacBook or whatnot. So for a long time I actually had both this and the Zagg invisible shields for the MacBook, and if you're thinking about going that route, I would highly advise against it, because the Zagg does a pretty good job anyways, and because the extra double protection I had, it just got too hot and the feet around here kind of started, well, it actually just pretty much started melting to the invisible shield, and because the heat, they kind of mold together where taking it off became a bear of a task. So I eventually took off the invisible shield and just kind of stick with this for the most part now. Right now I'm really not traveling that much and not really taking my laptop to school all that much, and it's just kind of sitting on my desk. So I haven't been using it in the past few days, but I just want to do a quick review on it, show you how easy it does go on and go off. But putting on the bottom is extremely simple. You just take the notebook, slide it in, open it up a little bit, slide the front in, and then just drop it right in. There's tabs on the back two corners and on the front, and then the top is just as easy. It has a little Speck emblem. It's probably off camera, but it has a little Speck emblem right here. I'm not sure how well you can see it, because I've got a light right above me that might be doing some funky stuff with glare, but this is just as easy. You just put the top on, because there's a little nub right here, and then just snap the two sides on. It's really easy, and I mean, it does add a nice little bit of protection to your computer, and maybe you just kind of want to stand out from all the other Mac users who have the aluminum body, and you just want something with a little color, a little flair to it, because this comes in quite a few colors. I think it retails for 40 or 50. I think I got it in my gear store for right around 40. But it's a great little case. It protects really well. Like I said, if you're using an invisible shield, I do not recommend it at all, because you'll have nothing but issues. The side ports are open really nicely. You can access them really easily. If you do have the new LED cinema display for this though, the power adapter, the MagSafe, it will not fit this way, so you actually have to run the cable this way, which means your USB port, you have to use this one, and then the main display is the same. Mainly because the MagSafe on the cinema display is like the MacBook Air, where it doesn't come straight out, it comes out into the side. And because it has just this little extra nub right here, it just doesn't fit. So you do have to run it this way, which is kind of backwards to how the cable wants to naturally be ran. So just a quick little thing right there. It has a side button, so you can still check your battery signal strength. I actually don't use it that often, but as you can see, the back's pretty much open. Ventilation ports here. It has the texture here, which probably lets a little bit out just because it's not as thick of plastic, but it's actually cut open here where it's through, and then it still has a little bit of the plastic to it. CD slot's really nice. I've had no issues with it. CDs come out clean, go in clean. There's no scraping or dragging whatsoever. And overall, I've been really pleased with this case. I had I think it's a DSi case for my, what was it, a 15-inch MacBook Pro, and it had issues. It wasn't this matte finish, it was a glossy finish, so it got scratched really easy. It left a few scratches on my 15-inch Pro, but I haven't had that issue with the Speck at all. It's worked really well, it comes on and off really easily. And just to take it off really fast, all you do is kind of find one of the tabs and just kind of pull back on it a little bit. And once you get two of the tabs off on any of the sides, I mean, the rest, it just lifts right off, no issue. Bottom is the same way, just take the back tab, pop the two back ones, and try and do this on camera, so it's a little bit more difficult, but like I said, just pop the back two and it slides right off, no issues whatsoever. And there you go. It really takes no longer than putting a case on your iPhone or iPods or whatever you're using. But if you're on the fence about getting this, I would honestly say if you're mainly getting it for protection around the house or whatnot, there might be better solutions, because this does add a noticeable amount of bulk, and probably about, I mean, it doesn't weigh a lot, but because the MacBook is aluminum, it's pretty light as is. It does add a noticeable amount of weight. I'd probably say right around maybe a pound and a half, which when the computer itself is only 5 pounds, adding 20% of the weight, you're gonna notice it. But you only notice it for the first few days, and then after that it's no problem whatsoever. But if you're like me, you take your computer to college with you, take it to high school, taking notes, or take it to the office, I mean, it's a pretty sound investment. I use this with the in-case sleeve for my MacBook, and it fits well, it works really well. I've had no issues with scratches or dings or anything, and I've had this since it came out in last October. So if you guys are on the fence about getting it, I'd say 50-50. It isn't a necessity, but it's pretty nice. There's not really much more I can say about it. It's really soft material because it is the matte. If you have an in-case slider, maybe a Rebel, it kind of feels like the soft plastic on the Rebel, but that's just my little opinion on it, guys. And comment, let me know what you guys think about my videos. I am just getting started, so the more feedback I get, good or bad, I mean, it's only going to make the videos better. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if there's new products you maybe want me to get a hold of. Rate, subscribe, comment, whatever. I'm actually doing a giveaway on a Zagg invisible shield for the iPhone in a day or so, so watch for that. I was going to wait for 100 subscribers, but you know what? You guys are my first subscribers, so I want to be able to give out something to you guys. So go check out that video, and that was just my opinion on the Speck SeeThru Satin for the MacBook